In a previous video, we discussed how to use Adobe Illustrator for simple vector cutting. However, if you want to do anything more complex than a straight line or a simple shape, it will get a bit more complicated. In this video, I will demonstrate how to create a vector outline around the edge of a raster image. So the first thing we have to do is create an artboard. I'll select New, and I'll make the dimensions 6 inches by 6 inches, or whatever the dimensions of the material you're working with are. Once I hit Create, my artboard will appear. The first thing I need to do is paste my image. You do that by going to File, Place, and this is where I have my saved image, and you click to place it in your artboard. Now this may seem like a strange step at first, but I'm going to copy and paste my image. And I'm going to use the Align feature to make sure that they are perfectly lined up, one on top of the other. Then I'm going to place them on my artboard wherever I want them. Then, over on the right, I'm going to open up the Layers tab, open up Layer 1, and you'll see that there are the two camel images. I'm going to make the bottom one invisible by clicking this eye icon. This may seem strange now, but it will be explained in a later step. I'm going to close my Layers tab so I can focus on this. The first thing I need to do is convert this raster image to vector. This is done through Image Trace. Image Trace lets Illustrator convert your raster into a vector on its own. Once I select Image Trace, it turns into a strange sort of silhouette. To view it as an outline, you go to this View drop-down box and change it to Outline. This is just a preview. To actually apply this change, you click Expand. Notice how we're back to the strange silhouette. While the outline is still there, it just has a fill applied. So you select this new path, you go up to the Fill drop-down box in the top left corner, and you change the fill to None. Then you can change the stroke to whatever color you want. I'm going to make mine black. Now you may recall for vector cutting, you want the stroke to have a width of 0.001 inches. But since that gets hard to see, I'm going to leave it thick for now and change it later. So now if I click off my image, you'll see that there are a lot more outlines than I actually want. I only want to cut the outer edge of this camel. So essentially what you need to do is delete any lines that you don't want. But if you click on it, you will select the object as a whole. In order to select a single curve, you have to change from the Selection tool to the Direct Selection tool, which is the white arrowhead next to the Selection tool. Once I pick that, notice how I can now choose individual lines. And then you select lines you don't want, and you delete them. For a simple image like this, it will only take a few minutes, though you may notice it is a bit tedious. For a more complex image, this might take a while. So I'm going to clear out everything in the middle. And don't forget his mouth. Now I have my simple outline of this camel. The only thing we have to do is turn on the original raster image because we want to engrave the interior while cutting out the outline. So I'm going to open up the Layers tab again, and the original image that I copied at the beginning is still there. I just have to turn the visibility back on. And there is the original camel image underneath the vector outline. If I go to File, Print to send this to the engraver, it will engrave the interior while cutting the exterior outline. And that is an overview of how to make a vector outline around a raster image. Go make something awesome.